Hey, welcome to Catching Fire with Riff. This is Derek. I have Adam Dotson, and I have our guest today is Taylor Lansdale. How you doing today, Taylor?
Good, man. Thanks so much for having me.
So Taylor has recently released an EP. How many tracks are on it?
Four.
Four? Four tracks are on it, and so we're gonna kind of go over the history of, or Taylor's history. He's gonna play some tunes for us. So here at the beginning, we typically go over what we did this past weekend and stuff. So we'll go ahead and do that. We played at where? What was
Cocktails too.
we played at Cocktail? Is that the only thing we did this week?
No, last week we won the Bourbon Jam Talent Showdown.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we did that.
Thank you.
We called that.
So yeah, and so what's that mean?
So that means we open up Bourbon Jam, the Bourbon Jam Music Festival on August 22nd. Then that night we're already booked to play BBH. So the after party.
Nice.
Come on down to the after party BBH.
Yes, sir.
After
So
the festival.
we got that on Wednesday, and thanks to everybody that came out and supported us in that and voted for us. You guys are why we won it, not anything really to do with us, except for showing up and playing some music, which is pretty fun to do anyway, even on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And then, so then we had a show at Cocktails 2, and it was Adam's birthday gig.
It was my birthday.
Yeah, it was his birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
So
At midnight it became my birthday.
I think that's 2 years in a row that we've done the birthday show at Cocktails 2.
Yep.
So we had a decently packed house
Yeah,
all
I felt
night
like
long.
I feel like it was.
I mean, it was pretty full in there all night long. And then Five Below came over.
Vanguard,
Tina Joe was in there.
Joe.
Pat was there.
Patrick Stevens.
Quite a few people from other bands around the area came out and supported us. But Five Below were playing over at Banners, and they got done at midnight and left their stuff set up and ran over and came over and sang happy birthday
That was awesome.
to you.
Thanks,
and
guys.
so, yeah, we appreciate that.
It was awesome.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in the chat here and say hi to a few people. We got Keith, which is our bass player. So he says, thank you, everyone that came out last week. And yes, sir, we very much appreciate that. We have Sarah. Last week was so much fun. It was a good week, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thanks for your support, too. You showed up everywhere. And we appreciate that.
Hey.
Renee says, happy birthday, Adam. Renee says, are we ready? We are ready and live. So Lexington in the chat. So I'm going to do a couple things different today. One of them is if you have been listening to any new music, would you go ahead and start putting that into the chat that you are enjoying? And I think I'm going to start making a weekly playlist on our YouTube page with the recommendations that are in the chat. I'm going to do my best to keep up with it. So I might slack a little bit every once in a while, but it's not on purpose. I'm just busy. But I think it would be a neat way for everybody involved to be able to listen to some new music. So I already put Taylor's link tree in there, and his link to his music is there. So
Did you have any gigs this last weekend?
I did.
Where'd you play it?
I played it. I just played the Burl Saturday.
Nice.
Open for Joe Jordan. That was a big, fun, nerve-wracking deal.
Good turnout.
Yeah, he did. I think he sold like 200 tickets or something.
Nice.
So how was that? That was your first time there, right?
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
a post that you said it was the first time again, or you finally got to play in front of the stained glass window.
Yeah. I mean, you're not legit. It seems like if you're doing the songwriter thing, you're not legit. If you don't have a picture there, and no, it was a big deal. I love that place. I've been going there. I've been a fan much longer than I've been doing this thing, and so I've seen pretty much every one of my favorite bands there. So getting to go do that was a big fun deal for me.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So, and then we're gonna just do your plugs real quick. So you have what shows coming up?
So on Friday, I'm playing at the Cork. Love that place with Samuel James and Kate Justice, two great Americana folks. And then Saturday I'm going up to the Monarch in Louisville, which is a really cool listening room there. I've been another place that's been on the bucket list. I'm going to be with my friends, the Pretty Goods, real cool band. They just released music not too long ago, and that was and I'm opening for them. Big honor. Those folks have been very kind to me, and yeah, I haven't played Louisville at all actually. So that'll be a real big time.
Heck yeah,
that's awesome. So so you got the Cork and the Monarch over the next couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, so we have The Warning's new song "Ego" is legit, Keith says. So I will try to flag all these and get those onto a playlist this week. Sarah says "Around Me" is pretty rad, but "Karma" is still my favorite. Those are two original songs from ours. So
nice.
We got fangirling going on here.
Heck yeah. Good to have those.
So Karen says "Love the Burl." Yeah. Hey Karen, how you doing?
Hey.
The upside down apple cake pie thing was excellent. I did eat it today, so thank you for that. Somebody posted some pictures of some upside down apple cake pie stuff, and I said, "You know who likes apple pie?" And that would be me. And then some of the upside down apple cakes stuff showed up to the gig. So
nice.
anyway, unashamed
Get your carbs. Keep the energy up.
dessert. Man, I was we ate before the gig, we all ate before the gig. So they have pretty good food at Cocktails too. And I had like a teriyaki chicken Philly thing and a salad. When we got done, like 6 hours later or whatever after I ate, I was about to pass out. I had really low blood sugar. And the kitchen was closed. It was like 2 a.m. We were in the middle of loading out, and I was like sitting on the side of the van. I was like, I really could use some crackers or something right now. And Mark went and got me 2 buns, just random. I don't even know what kind of. So I ate 2 buns on the side of the van, and it held me over till I made it to Waffle House.
Got you there. Got you to the Waffle House.
Yeah.
Those Red Bulls just don't do anything for that.
So yeah, I mean they aid in the low blood sugar, I think.
Yeah.
After the adrenaline kind of
Yeah.
you get that crash. I normally don't drink Red Bulls at all. I think the L8s
How
are
many of those did you drink?
2.
I drank the rest of them.
Bruh. So we normally drink L8 when we gig. Neither one of us drink alcohol.
Oh, okay.
So, so like, and I, through the week, I don't really drink L8 or anything. So coffee and water and such things. So when we gig, it's like,
Getting wild.
getting a little wild and drink some L8s. And Cocktails 2 was out of L8s on Saturday. So we made it, I think it was like the 3rd set or 4th set or something.
We had a bucket of
I
Red
went up
Bull.
to the bar and I was like, give me a bucket of Red Bulls. And so I brought him back. Adam's like, hell yeah. And like, so there's a guy, his name's John Grimes. John Grimes, that live streams, like will go to, this is the camera, by the way.
one.
Everybody's always like, I don't know what camera to look at. So that's the camera. But John Grimes is with the Spot Entertainment, and he will go out to random bands playing over the weekend and live stream complete sets.
Oh, cool.
And so like he comes out and does ours, but he does a lot of bands. So it's neat it's neat in a lot of ways. He does it because he started doing it because his mom couldn't get out. And so he wanted to get her something to be a part of. And then and then people started watching it, and one thing led to another. So like, that's kind of what they do. And they don't do it for profit or anything. Like they just are trying to spread live music.
That's pretty
awesome. So, yeah. So anyway, on the live stream, I was watching some of it on the way home, and we were hitting those Red Bulls pretty hard.
Yeah,
And,
hell yeah.
like anytime I had I'm not playing guitar for the next 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Good Red Bulls. So,
Yeah.
all right, we have some questions. Davin Beardsley. Says, did he already play Renfro Valley?
I did. Oh, the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame. Yeah, I did that 2 weeks ago. Did that with Eric Bolander and Emily Jamerson.
Nice.
And shout out to Jessica for having me down. That was a big deal honor, and like almost nerve-wrackingly quiet. Such a good audience. Like, you do the songwriting thing, like you never really know. I could hear a pin drop. So and being in a place like that to get to play was really cool. So,
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Davin. Renee says Red Bull's gross, and she says hometown. That's John Grimes. We have Sue's in the chat. She says, hang with the hockey mom. She always has snacks in case of future low blood sugar. I'm sure that all kinds of people, if I would have approached this problem earlier in the evening, would have been able to solve my problem. But I was Red Bulling and forgot about it.
Yeah, so, we had wings.
Yeah, and then they got clipped.
Yeah, and crashed. Flew too close to the sun.
So, all right. So onward into the podcast and with the backstory of Taylor. So I guess we'll start with who is Taylor Lansdale?
Let's get the origin story.
Yeah. So, like I said, my name's Taylor. I grew up in Mount Sterling. I've been in Lexington for the last 2 or 3 years. I was one of those prototypical like singing church and choir kids, but it was just kind of always something I dabbled in and never really took serious. And then life happened for me over the course of 10 and 15 years, as it does, and went to school and joined the Guard, and then went to more school, and then met my wife and had my kids. And so 3 or 4 years ago, I guess it's been closer to 5 now, we moved to Lexington from Morehead. We were out there for a while. Morehead was great before COVID. During COVID, not so much. The only thing my wife and I could do was just like sit and eat Sonic and stare at each other.
I went to Morehead quite a bit during COVID to Cave Run Lake and rode my mountain bike.
Yeah,
because it was like the boom event of the century for mountain biking.
Yeah.
During COVID, so you could always go ride somewhere. So I spent a lot of time out, and all over the Sheltoe.
It's a cool spot.
Yeah.
I was post an Ironman where I swore off all things hard on my body for a while. So I think I was lifting. But yeah, so we loved it out there, but it just got kind of small on us, and we just had our first kid, and so we moved to Lexington, and I had started and stopped playing guitar a million times. You know what I mean? I always kind of had one around, but for whatever reason, it stuck this time. And before I even really learned to play any covers, I was writing originals. And I'm not saying they were great, those first couple ones that you blink out, but it just brought me so much joy. It made me really happy, and started messing around and putting them on the internet, and then just have progressively just haven't stopped doing that for the last 3 or 4 years, and things are kind of moving for me now. So I feel real lucky for that. And this is kind of a dream come true, particularly as some dude starting late. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are several people that started later than you. So,
Yeah.
So you're doing pretty good. I took almost 20 years off of playing out.
Did you really?
Yeah. So, and started a business and raised a family. My drummer as well. And then, it happens. Life happens, like you said, and it comes at you fast, and you don't always have all the answers and stuff. And sometimes it takes, like my youngest son got his license, and I had some time, and my wife's like, you need to play music again. I was like, I might do that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, and that's the kind of the give and take for me. Is so I've got a daughter named Eleanor, a son named Fisher, and I love that they see somebody putting themselves out there, and certainly particularly at the beginning, you're going and embarrassing yourself pretty consistently, right? And I think there's big value in them seeing the discipline of that, and I strain to say that I have courage, but it's not easy to do, particularly when you're starting. But then again, they're both still young, 2 and 5, or 2 and almost 6. So it's time away from them. But I think the way I've kind of landed on is I come back better, right? And y'all get that, if I've exercised that piece of myself,
yeah,
then I come back more engaged, as opposed to, out in la la land,
head in the clouds,
dreaming about the next thing. And so, yeah.
I mean, I think that it's always important to chase dreams, be it music or whatever it is. Like it's good to stay engaged with that part of yourself for development. So, yeah, I mean, and it's as healthy as you let it be. So,
Yeah, true.
you know,
Yeah.
It's my
so
favorite thing to do.
Yeah, same.
Definitely.
do you want something to drink? I could run and get something to drink real quick.
I'm all right. I mean, let's just.
I'm gonna get myself something
If you're
to
getting
drink.
yourself something, then you might as well.
Are
get
you
me
good
something.
with your
I'm
water?
good with my water.
All right, Adam, I'll ask you another.
I'm gonna ask you a question since we got people on here watching. Do you want to play a song, and do you want to tell us about the song
Yeah.
before you explain to us what's going on with the song?
You want to hold on that?
No, you can. I just need to.
Reverb.
Oh, the reverb. Yeah.
Welcome to Reverb.
Yeah, got that one out of left field, Adam.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is so like you mentioned, I just put an EP out. This is the title track. It's called Wild Ride, and it definitely is shows some of maybe of my '90s country influence. Maybe some of the Texas. I love like Turnpike Troubadours and Flatland Cavalry and bands like that. And so this one's got a couple different stories in it. It's got my own story. It's got my wife, and then it's got my parents in there too. And so it ended up kind of being a cool roundabout way of telling my own story. And it mentions Halls on the River, with people I always get a kick out of.
Nice.
I just worked there last week.
Did you?
Fixed 2 air conditioners, so if anybody is hungry and wants to enjoy a cool dining experience, go to Halls on the River.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Madison HVACR.
Yeah. Some good beer cheese, world famous.
Yes.
And deep fried banana peppers.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
So let me hit this real quick.
Yeah.
You are good to go.
Here we go.
All right. This one's called Wild Ride. She's a bright-eyed girl from Junction City, blonde hair and a Springsteen heart, fumbling his words 'cause she looks so pretty, standing there behind a shopping cart. Oh, oh my, it's gonna be a wild ride for a lifetime. 2 hands on the wheel and hold on tight. A wild ride. He's a diesel tech and damn proud of it. She's waiting tables at a steakhouse chain. She's got a son and he already loves him. Be even better if they shared a name. Oh, oh my, it's gonna be a wild ride for a lifetime. 2 hands on the wheel and hold on tight. A wild ride. They were married down at Halls on the River. Family whispering some small complaints. Her daddy can't stand that he didn't go to college. Her tattoos drive his mom insane. Oh, oh my. Bought an acre out in Bourbon County, just enough to make their dreams come true. They'll finish building it in early autumn, right about when little sisters do. It's gonna be a wild ride for a lifetime. 2 hands on the wheel and hold on tight. A wild ride.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, man.
Sound good.
Appreciate you.
Killer.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely good story.
Yeah.
Here's
You're all good. People ask me if we actually got married at Halls on the River, and we didn't. But we did have a rehearsal dinner there.
it sounds good though.
Yeah. It sounds better in the song, and I love Halls. So growing up in Mount Sterling, Halls was kind of always the place that, like that was a special occasion. Like that was an after church.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
After church place, and so we got married actually out at Whitehall, but we decided to do the rehearsal dinner there because catfish and fried banana peppers, and
Right.
I made some bad decisions there, and I overindulged and woke up
Well,
pretty sick.
I'm
the
just
next
gonna go ahead
morning.
and say after that song, it takes care of that page. You answered a lot of questions right there.
So we have, that was excellent.
Thank you.
Very much enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I want to shout out Deetra Dunning. Sorry about your loss, Deetra. Deetra lost her mom this past week. And not to bring down the pod, but I haven't talked to her. And knew her mom for, I don't know, over 20 years or something. So sorry. And hope you guys are finding a little bit of comfort, Deetra.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Davin said killing it or kilt it.
Thanks, man.
He said it twice. So he's serious.
Double means it.
Yeah, he definitely means it.
Renee says, hell yeah, that's an awesome song.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. So, and you got a bunch of hearts. So
Thank you. Heart you guys too.
Chris Adams in the house.
Chris Adams.
No,
hey.
he's not in here, but he does. He's always like,
Sorry, I thought that was the cue.
yeah, Chris Adams.
Go ahead and tell us some of your earliest memories of music, maybe maybe influence or
Yeah, I mean,
inspiration.
so my grandmother had an old upright piano, that is, and so I can remember beating on it, and they'd let me beat on it for hours. It must have been mad, and I still to this day don't know how to play, but I can remember trying, even as as a young kid, trying to like develop early melodies and humming along to it. It's interesting. Like nobody in my family plays much. My grandmother could play a little piano. My mom could sing. I would never admit that until recently. But she's a big music lover, same way I am. So like she just wore out like Amy Grant, Vince Gill, which is a wildly unrealistic vocal standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
When you judge your singing against that your whole life.
So my mom loves Amy Grant, and it's her birthday in August, and we just had a graduation party for one of my sons, and two of my sisters were there, and we were talking about it, what we were going to do for her birthday or something, and somebody was talking about music and what kind of music, and then I'm like, just play Amy Grant stuff. I'm like, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you talking? I'm like, legit, you could just like, we could get an Amy Grant playlist for whatever the occasion was, or like what, I forget what was going to happen, but I was like, you just need an Amy Grant playlist.
Yeah.
It'd be golden.
Yeah, that Baby Now That You Found Me song, good Lord, I've listened to that a million times. But, well, and it's interesting, and we listen to a lot of Alison Krauss too, and I get...
Excellent.
Yes, of course.
It's my wife's favorite.
See, look, and it's strange because I get intimidated when I go out to Eastern Kentucky because I don't have a big bluegrass influence whereas everybody else does, or at least claims to. But then when I listen back, I'm like, well, she had Vince Gill in the background, one of the great underrated guitarists of our time. Allison had Tony Rice underneath of her, so I was getting all that sort of stuff. I was just
right,
getting it under the voice of.
But there's no
roundabout way.
Yeah.
I feel like you can always have a lot of angst as to like what's right and wrong. And like the more you do it, the more like just doing it is what's important. Like putting stuff down, and like you're never going to be happy with all of it.
Right, for sure.
So 100%, like just having all those influences and knowing what it sounds like, like when you were recording your EP, you're like, you probably knew like, I need some instrumentation under this. Like I kind of want it to sound like this, or I got to find somebody that can do this other deal. Like, we all have an idea of what the perfect sound of our song is.
Right.
you know, and trying to find the right people to put together to make that happen. You know, like those super, you know, lucky people that are able to get all the studio musicians that can just come tear it down.
Yeah.
It must be nice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So what artist would you say has influenced your writing the most?
Oh,
Or artists?
no. Yeah. I listen to a lot of Isbell. I think he's one of the great writers of our time. Obviously we live in the land of Stapleton and Sturgill and Tyler, right? So those guys, lived real heavy for me. And I was kind of mentioning earlier, like I've got a soft spot. So to be honest, I kind of hated country music for a long time, but it was actually the Texas country cats that kind of brought me back. So like, I don't know if folks would know like Stony LaRue or Reckless Kelly. And I guess that's getting out into Oklahoma too with the Red Dirt thing. And now like Turnpike Troubadours, Flatland Cavalry, Josh Abbott, because all of that, like underneath all of that is a rock thing too. Right.
Yeah.
And so, that's kind of where I go first, but I can be a little inch deep into Mile Wide. Like in high school, I was an emo kid. You know, I listened to a lot of Taking Back Sunday, The Used, Dashboard Confessional. I have my Dashboard Confessionals. I can get sentimental with the best of them. So yeah, I kind of like a little bit of everything, and I think this EP is the first time that I've kind of let folks hear that. I've got one song on there called Pilot Light, which is, you know, people have compared it to Seether, Chevelle, stuff that like I wouldn't have called, that I certainly wasn't thinking about, but like that's certainly stuff that I was listening to.
Just came out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Manchester Orchestra or whatever. So yeah, I kind of like a little bit of everything for the most part.
That's funny. We had I don't know if you know Kenny Boyd, but he's in a band called One More Round, was on last week.
Yeah, I've seen them.
And so great country band, right? And he was like, you wouldn't believe this, but in the early 2000s, I was in a pretty heavy rock band. And Adam, one of the questions was country or rock, and we're all like, and Adam's like, oh, this is the easy one. He's like, rock. We're like, what?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So.
I think a lot of us had that. Like the first band, to say it was a band would be exaggerating a little bit because we played basically the Montgomery County Talent Show. But the first band that I was in, we were focused on like Metallica covers, Entertainment Band, and stuff like that.
Me too.
No.
So yeah, man, I think it's good to bring different angles to stuff. Right,
Yeah.
It makes it more interesting.
Yes. Well, we have had people tell us that we are the most ADHD band in the world.
That's the best.
Because of just we're all over the place with everything that we
OG
do.
ADHD.
Even with our original music, like it is.
It's all over the
Rod.
place.
Yeah.
I mean, but nobody wants to listen to the same thing. I mean, that's and I think most people, or at least a lot of artists would agree, like that's kind of the knock on some of the radio country stuff out there, is that it's so repetitive and it sounds so the same. And I think I think
manufactured assembly line.
But I think that's why you're hearing people get back to being intentionally natural about stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I figured that like that pop music has always been pop music.
Sure.
So like pop country, like the big country,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think that's any different than like Garth back in the day, or, you know, like or even Alan Jackson. Like Alan Jackson, like Brett Mason was on there, or Brent Mason, and like, you know, like it's the same thing over and over and over, packaged a little bit different. But I mean, like everybody loves Alan Jackson right now, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that doesn't like
Sure.
Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, and so like there'll be a day that, you know, all like Creed's coming back, you know.
God, you think,
Right.
oh man,
Like they
I love
just,
back.
I mean, they're
They're
back.
back.
They just sold out the largest arena that's ever happened or something.
really.
Yeah. And so I actually took my sons to watch them last year in Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Oh gosh, that was who else was with them? Shoot, it was another band of that.
Wolfie?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
so Wolf, and then what's the name of the band? Wolfie's band. This is an Adam question.
It is?
Not Adam, but Mark. Sorry, I'm all over
Is
the
it
place.
Mammoth?
Yeah, man. Oh, look at you.
Nice.
Look at you.
I just pay attention to
Mammoth,
conversation.
the dude that was on like American Idol or The Voice or something.
Daltrey.
Daltrey.
Okay.
Give me some more hints.
And then Three Doors Down were supposed to be on it,
Right.
but the singer
Unfortunate.
got sick there.
Yeah.
So the last time I saw Creed was that tour that this was the redo of, and I saw him up in, like, I was in high school, or yeah, I think I was still in high school, and we saw him up in Dayton, and Seven Dust opened for him.
Oh, cool.
And we went because we're all like, Seven Dust is going to kill and stuff. And Creed wipes the like stadium or arena wherever we were at. Like, I was like, that was the best show I've ever seen, I think. And I've seen a lot of shows like up to that point. And they did an excellent job last summer too. And
There was a moment not long ago where driving back to the house we got in the neighborhood, I rolled all the windows down and turned the volume to 10 on higher. And I don't know that my wife or my kids appreciated that, but it brought back big good memories
Felt
for
good
me.
though.
Yeah.
Felt
Oh
good.
yeah.
We definitely do higher. I
Yeah.
like playing higher.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Yeah. People sing along with higher.
Somebody sent me. There's a guy out of Tennessee, and his name's Josiah in the Bonneville's, or his name's Josiah Benning. I can't. Anyways, he goes by Josiah in the Bonneville's, and it's folky. But a friend of mine sent me the song. He was like, "God, you got to listen to this. It's so good." I was like, "Okay, cool." And he is great, but the song was "One Last Breath."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh man, I hate to break this to you, but he didn't write that one."
Right.
bro, hey, sorry, but Keith says, how dare you compare Garth to the country music today? His mom says, I took you to see Garth and you fell asleep.
How old was he though? I mean, was
It doesn't matter.
he being swaddled?
Yeah. I mean, the songwriting was there. I mean, if you're looking to differentiate, it's the songwriting.
Yeah.
Like I've seen grown men cry to Garth. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we had,
Legend.
when I was growing up, we didn't have, I lived in the middle of nowhere in southern Ohio, and like it was very rare for us to have music in that, like new music in the house. So like when my mom brought some Garth CD in, like front to back, top to bottom, like any Garth song that comes on, I know. And like I don't know I don't listen to vocals
okay.
and music really. So like it's for me to know stuff like that, it's solely because it entered my house at the time when there was very little media. Like everything was like a book. So
We went, my very best friend, we went and saw him at Rep. I guess this has been like 10 years ago to date myself, but he's got his uncle, I'm sure Uncle Steve is not listening, but Uncle Steve's like a big old fella. And Uncle Steve, like a WrestleMania fan, like I wouldn't mess with Uncle Steve.
Hell yeah.
And like I think
Hell yeah.
I've been to Uncle Steve's for a WrestleMania party actually. And gosh, what song? Oh, The Dance. That song came on. I look over, Uncle Steve's weeping. Just crying.
the song's heavy.
Crying. I was
man.
like, all right, cool.
Saying wrestling fans got feelings too. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so we have Keith says that was way past my bedtime. His mom says 4. He was 4.
That's still awesome. You got to see Garth when you were 4.
That's pretty good.
Christina Scott says I saw Garth like 5 or 6 times. That's
Awesome.
probably kind of mid for a Garth fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the real question is, did you see Chris Gaines? That's
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. If you
That's
didn't
the
see
real-
Chris Gaines, it's out the window.
So, and also Christina, I don't know what JI4OOU.
that's Jason Isbell in the 400 unit.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
Nice.
There we go.
Represent. Very cool.
All right. Well, now I know. I didn't know that we had code words.
Well, everybody wants to belong somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Right.
if it's sad songwriting, then I'll belong.
I
I'll
know
belong there with you.
I know
Nice.
that Jason has some pretty nice guitars
Yes, he does.
and
Yes,
some pretty
he
nice
does.
amps.
Yeah, he does.
And I like Jason, and then like the whole divorce from his wife and stuff was kind of, which I don't know the whole story or anything, but it just seemed a little.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah.
I'm, as a songwriter, he's certainly one of my heroes. But they did a documentary about him a couple years ago, and now that I've been doing the music thing for a while, I kind of get the pressure he was under to put out a big album. And so they take you through him making, I think it was Weather Vanes.
I think watched that.
And so you're like, now watching it, I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like this is his business, his label. Like he has got this, how this album goes how his kid eats. You know what I'm saying? But the way that he kind of treated his wife, who at the time was a member of the band, was not very flattering.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah, I didn't think so either. I think that was like, I saw that. And did that come out before I think that came out before so that's kind of, because Weather Vanes came out. I have another friend, Jason Parsons, was a bass player in Fifth on the Floor back in the day.
Okay.
And really, really likes Isbell. And so when that came out, he was like, man, you got to listen to that. He mountain bikes too. So we kind of like, we'll be doing trail work. I think we listened to it doing trail work one day. And then I watched that and I kind of got a bad, like not the best vibe. And I know you're supposed to like, you should
separate the art from the yeah.
I have a hard time with that.
Yeah. I get that. I mean, I think, you know, like to say something crude, like Amanda Shires is not a bad looking lady too. So that was a real sacrifice.
I mean, maybe she's just not nice though.
You never know. You never know both sides of the story. Certainly, I think it would be tough to have, like, I know what my ambitions do to my wife and kids sometimes. So like, having two people out there trying to do it and make music worth.
Well, and I mean, you have to be an extremely selfish person. I think to sometimes do it, like not sometimes do it. Like you pretty much have to be an extremely selfish person or be capable of being an extremely selfish person at times to be a musician because Adam, what do you think about that? Like, because the amount of time that it takes to, and none of us are perfect at all or even close to it, but the amount of time that it has taken to get to where I'm at, like, has taken a lot of time away from my, like, and I got married at 22, right?
Yeah.
And so I was with my wife a little bit before that. Like, that was in, like, prime. When I met my wife, I was in the classical guitar program at EKU and was practicing, like, 40 hours a week on top of classes and everything else. So coming out of that, like, you have to be like, I can't do that. I can't do this. Can't do that. Like, I got to sit in this room and knock this stuff out. So, like, and I'm sure the pressure of putting that album out, any album, writing music in general, and trying to get it perfect, but yet let it be flawed. Yeah. Like, is a rough, like, how do you balance that? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm being hard on them.
No, it takes an irrational amount of self-belief at any level. So I hear you, man.
I think we should turn the reverb back on.
And do another song?
All this talking about songwriting, I'm ready to hear one.
All right, which one are you going to do?
I'm going to do a one that is not released, but we're getting ready to go to the studio for.
Bonus track.
Hidden
track. Remember those?
This is I try not to. I do love a bonus track. I do.
When you just let it play.
Yeah. The one that I always think of, this is stupid, but I loved Everclear growing up. I still listen to Everclear. And they put out, somehow I got my hands on like a Japanese EP version of a song they did, and or of a Japanese version, and it had the theme song to Speed Racer on it.
Oh, yeah.
As a bonus track. I still think about that song.
There was a whole album of Saturday Morning Cartoon songs.
Yeah.
Theirs was that one.
My favorite bonus track was a band called Hurt. I don't know if you've ever heard of this.
I think so, yeah.
So, like, they had a kind of Goodbye to the Machine is the name of the album. And then you let the last song play, and this kind of like acoustic round song came on called We're All Gonna Die. Right? And
Hey, Vicky.
And anyway, I'll put that on the playlist this week. I'll put both of those on the playlist. That'd be if anybody else has any favorite
bonus tracks,
bonus hidden tracks, throw them up here. All right, we're going to do another song. And what was the name of it again?
It's called Zebco. Yeah. So this is
as in the fishing reel.
As in the fishing reel. Song. Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, I got to go down to Kerrville, Texas. There was a songwriter contest down there with a folk festival, and this is one of the songs that I entered. And this is one of these songs. Sometimes you write a song for other people, and sometimes you write a song like very much for you. And this is a song that's very much about me. For me, it's about my grandfather and taking me fishing when I was a kid, and I'd taken my own kids fishing and thinking about that connection and how those things, as a rural guy, how seemingly little things like that can connect the generations. So this is a song about that. It's called Zebco. Last night I found some rooster tails under dust in the garage. Put some line on your old reel. Think I'll drive out to the pond. Keeps me awfully busy, keeping tracks beneath the train. But I'll find a couple hours we can catch up on the bank. I wish that I could call you. I need some good advice. I wish that they could meet you. When they laugh, I see your eyes. Tie my knots just like you taught me. 7 turns and pull it tight. I've got your name and your zip code. You're with me all the time. You should have heard her screaming, that bluegill on the line. She was cranking that pink handle. I cheered so hard I cried. It's just a couple acres, that pond behind the church. Swear I felt you right behind me, like that last long drive in the hearse. I wish that I could call you. I need some good advice. I wish that they could meet you. When they laugh, I see your eyes. Tie my knots just like you taught me. 7 turns and pull it tight. I've got your name and your zip code. You're with me all the time. I wish that I could call you. I need some good advice. I wish that they could meet you. When they laugh, I see your eyes. Tie my knots just like you taught me. 7 turns and pull it tight. I've got your name and your zip code, and I miss you all the time.
Good.
Yeah, that was good.
Sound real good.
Thank you so much.
Zebco is the name of that one.
Yeah.
He said he's going to be going into the studio soon to record that one.
Hidden track. It's gonna be a hidden track.
Yeah. So what was the process of putting the EP together, and are you going to continue to release music like that, or have you thought about going to the single model and just doing singles from now on?
I think we're going to do Zebco as a single, if only because every time I talk, anywhere I go, at least one feller comes up with an accent and talks to me about his grandpa, which is a songwriter. I say that laughing, but as a songwriter, it's an incredible honor, right? And so like, I feel some sense of immediacy in getting that out. I prefer an album. Like
I'm an album listener to her.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of. I think it's important to have an album, and I think it's important to like paint a picture, right?
Yeah.
I also think it's important to stay at the top of your, your circle's engagement list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's hard. It's like, how do you compete?
Yeah.
With one or the other?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and yeah, I'm with you. Like I like because putting like the sequencing and this, if there's a narrative thread through the songs, like that's part of the art of putting an album together. But we live in that instant gratification world. Everybody wants the releases, and frankly, it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? To kind of do a single at a time as opposed to like the massive investment. Even putting the EP together, and I was very lucky. Like folks were very reasonable with me, but that was not an insignificant expense. And so, and so, absent somebody coming along and some angel investor paying for an album, I think certainly in the near term we're looking at singles or maybe an EP in the near future.
So once like now that you have the EP out, what are you doing in terms of trying to market it?
So I had the guys from Black Mountain Studios, real good guys, and did a great service by me. We did a bunch of real polished short form content, and it was interesting because it was very professional quality, but I had them do for the most part shorter stuff. Now we did do a full video for Wild Ride after the fact. Like he pieced together stuff because so many people asked for it on Facebook. And so people kept asking, well, when's the music video for this song? And I found myself explaining like, it's not coming, man. You know what I mean? Like we're just doing short form stuff. So that has really been it. And we're just kind of we're about a month out from the EP. And so I just finished up that content. So I'll go back to doing what I kind of have always done, which is, certainly sharing pictures and videos of when I play, but like a lot of my ability to go and play anywhere is because I'm pretty unafraid to put like a half finished song on the internet and see what people think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think people got an early glimpse into like who I was as a songwriter more than you would if it was just like I'm releasing a single and then promoting it, right? Because people knew what was coming. And so we'll go back to that. And, but then, once we get Zebco out, we'll start the whole thing over. So,
are you going to stay with solo performing them, or have you put a band together, or?
Yeah, I played. Yeah, so I had a release party at Rebel in Brea, which is a cool little spot down there. And
Erica.
Yeah, Erica. I'm a big Erica Chambers fan. She was the first person who ever really convinced me to try this seriously. I went down to her open mic. That was truly the first place I'd played a song that I'd written. And she was like, man, I don't know if we need another country artist, but you're pretty good. And so I put a band together for that. And it was a friend of mine named Braxton, who plays drums for Lilac, among other things. Carson Childers, who plays for like Abby Hamilton. And then Tim Holt, who is a couple bands out of Louisville. And those guys were willing to come and do it. And that was so much fun. I haven't played with the band in truly 20 years. And so to the extent that I can get more gigs like that, and I'm certainly trying to book them, but right now the opportunities seem to be the acoustic thing. So, and you guys know how it goes. You don't want to bring a band unless you can pay everybody and everybody feels good about it. And so yeah, hopefully more band stuff coming up. I do have Flood with Love, which is a benefit at the new Gatton Park Amphitheater, which is real dope. Nice. Excited I'll have a band for that. And then in July, we're going to have the band at Owl's. Love that spot. A lot of history there. But otherwise, we're just doing the acoustic thing still.
All right. Do you want? We have some time left, but I don't think it would hurt anybody. So I'm going to read you a couple comments, and then I think you should do another song because
it sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right.
Thank you.
So, and people are enjoying them. So you have Hearts Again, and then Beautiful Song. So Emotional. These are separate comments. Number one. So the songs are stories. I like story songs too. But that's different than me liking full albums. So like I like full albums because I like consuming an album like as the music like that.
Right.
Like, and I don't even really pay attention to the lyrics very much, but like that's my preferred way to listen to it.
Yeah.
So, your song reminds me of Grandpa by the Judds. I've never heard that song.
I don't know that one, but I'll look that up.
That might have to go on the playlist.
Yeah. Everybody loves a grandpa song.
Everybody loves the Judds.
Yeah.
You know.
So, all right. So we're going to do another song here.
Sure. Yeah.
I need some reverb.
Give me my reverb back.
I got reverb. We're going to do a story though. A name.
Yeah. So this is a song called Architects. This one I've been, a lot of songs come to me pretty quick, and this one came to me not so quick. I kind of beat on this one for a year and a half or so, maybe even closer to 2 years, kind of a verse at a time. Because it's, I don't want to sound like Peter Pan, right? But it was kind of it's kind of those reckoning with where I was when I started playing music, of like, man, I'm simultaneously so grateful for everything I've got, my kids and my wife and my job, and simultaneously there's been something that's so lacking. And that kind of is this it that you can feel stuck sometimes. So I wrote a song about it, and it was the second single on this EP, and here we go. Some dreams as big as the sky, slowly they crashed down to earth. I got behind, the landlord was calling, he told me what my dreams are worth. I got a job where I stare at a screen, some days it's all I can take. Lately I wonder how long it'll be before the screen comes and takes it away. We thought we'd all be architects, build towers that reach for the sky. I can't afford to live in those towns, the cost of the rent was too high. Jesus don't care about money when he heals the sick and the blind. He didn't send me these hospital bills when the cost of surviving is high. I joined the guard for some help with my loans, even if it meant fighting a war. Swore I'd go back, get my 20 years, but I'm too tired to fight anymore. We thought we'd all be architects, build towers that reach for the sky. I can't afford to live in those towns, the cost of the rent is too high. I dream I'm a painter, crafting a canvas for 500 years in a frame. Then I wake up without any reason, the world will remember my name. Oh, you won't remember my name. We thought we'd all be architects, build towers that reach for the sky. I can't afford to live in those towns. The cost of the rent is too high.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Excellent.
Appreciate you.
We got John Grimes in the house. Said, "What's up, brothers?
Hey.
Nice to hear you for the first time, brother."
Nice, man. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you.
You have to follow him on Facebook, and in their group, you can put up your shows, and they might randomly stop by and live stream you.
Cool.
The Spot Entertainment.
The Spot Entertainment. All right.
The spot.
I'm on it. Making a note.
All right. So, what you got? Going to be tracking a single or two coming up over the next couple months. Got some shows. What
you got coming up this weekend? You got some shows this weekend?
Yeah. So I've got the Cork Friday, and then Saturday I've got the Monarch, and then I'm laying out for a couple weeks. I'm a little like just
The longest couple of weeks ever.
Yeah, I mean,
What it'll be.
It's not that I've played all that much. It's just like I've played a lot of gigs that have meant a lot to me, and so like I key myself way up for those sort of gigs, like doing the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame, going down to Kerrville, and then doing the Burl, all in pretty rapid succession. Just kind of, it's all great and dream come true stuff, but I need a second to kind of reset, spend some time with the family, record something, and then get back out there. So
Yeah, you think that, and then these gigs will be over this weekend. Next weekend could be like, you know what I need?
I'm gonna go find an open mic night somewhere.
tweaking.
I need me some gigs.
There you go.
I need me some of them gigs.
Find a little PA set up somewhere and plug in.
Be like, anybody need an opener? So yeah,
Real quick, I'm just gonna do 30 minutes.
yeah. Got some new material to try out.
Just gonna plug the EP and leave.
Yeah. So, yeah, hell yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on.
No,
It's
thank you all
it's
so much
been,
for having me, man.
Absolutely.
great to get to know you and to hear your music live. It was excellent.
Thank you.
Yes.
So definitely going to put his stuff on the playlist this week as well. And we're going to be at O'Neill's on Friday night. It's our 2-year anniversary as a band, basically. So like,
Congrats, guys.
so like 2 years ago, this past weekend, we played our first
It was
4
our
hour
first show. Yeah.
first show here. So we invited friends and family over, opened up the garage door out front, and played a 4-hour gig here.
Oof.
And
That was the only way we could get. That's the only way we could get enough time to play through all the songs that we had learned. Because we didn't have enough time at rehearsal.
Good Lord. You also got some calluses, huh?
yeah, so we did that, and Mark just put that up in the shared a memory yesterday, and then we're like, you know what? We did that. The next weekend we had our first gig at O'Neill's, like first gig we ever had, and we just so happened to have a gig this weekend at O'Neill's. And we only play O'Neill's. We played it once last year.
Yeah, we played.
I think we have 3 books on the, or 3 shows on the book for the rest of the year. Yeah. So like we're going to like a once every 2 months type deal there. So it's not like we play there a whole lot. It just randomly, we didn't even think about it.
It just worked out
It's a
to
cool
be
spot.
like the anniversary.
So
We're talking to O'Neill's on Richmond Road, right?
Yeah.
I love that spot.
Yeah.
Great stage. Great stage. Man, it's awesome.
So we'll have our 2-year anniversary show there, and which is Davin was saying he went and where was your first gig at when you started doing the original stuff? Was it an open mic night or?
Yeah, I did. I hit the open mics pretty hard at like Rebel and
it might have been Rebel
places
that
like
he saw you.
Yeah.
At. So
Yeah, Erica. That was kind of my safe place to go try my weird stuff for a while. So
yeah. So yep. Well, hope you have the best career possible moving forward.
Thank you.
And
Absolutely.
Thank you.
you ever watch the show Entourage?
Not really.
All right. Well, I watched it enough to get the gist that you are always rooting for them to like him to become the next Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah.
And like something always happens, like he always makes a bad decision or something and derails
Yeah.
derails it. But like it's set up so you're rooting for him. And like I kind of feel like every single musician that comes through here, like I just want everybody to get out there and get after it and it work because it's so hard to just get it to work.
Yeah.
So, but your stuff's excellent, and we've enjoyed having you on here.
Thanks,
and any last closing thoughts or anything?
No, we'll see y'all Friday.
Yep, we'll see you Friday. He has a gig Friday at the Cork. What time is that at?
I think we kick it. There's 3 of us. I think it kicks at 8. I think I'll end up going on at about 9:30 or something.
All right, and then the Monarch on Saturday. All right, so get out there and see Taylor, and get out there and see us.
Heck yeah.
All right,
Go see somebody.
yeah.
Yep.
All
Thank
right.
you all.
You all see you next week.
Hey.